I completely forgot something yesterday. And the sad part is, like, a year ago I told myself I would actually, be better about it. And, technically I am better about it because I'm talking about this now as opposed to last year when I talked about this at the end of the month of June. And that is the fact that we're in Pride Month, actually. Yeah, it's actually Pride Month. Now, Pride Month, for those of you who don't know, is during the month of June, where actually, I'm just gonna look up the definition. I should really do that. Let's see if I can just find the definition right here. Okay. Hold on. I just had. Hold on. Darn it. Okay. Let's see. Pride Month is during the month of June, where gay pride or LGBT pride is the promotion of the self-affirmation, dignity, equality, and increased visibility of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people as a social group. Pride, as opposed to shame and social stigma, is the predominant outlook that bolsters most of the rights of the LGBTQIA community movements. So basically, this is a month now, keep in mind, I'm a straight guy, so it could be argued that I'm really not really the kind of person who should be talking about this necessarily. And, if you feel, if this is the sort of thing that makes you feel uncomfortable, you're more than welcome to stop watching the video here. I'm definitely not I'm just going to judge you for it. But, I have always believed that, love is a very beautiful thing and should be celebrated by everyone, regardless of what your sexual preference is. Combined with the fact that I'm straight, as well as the fact that I've had, zero luck with the ladies myself, technically I'm not the best person who should be talking about this, but I do know some simple things. And it doesn't really get as simple as, love is beautiful. It should be celebrated by everyone. Everyone should know what love is. And, sometimes discovering that sort of thing can be hard. It really can be. Just because, I think it's like one for it's like, I want to know what love is. You get the idea. My point is, I don't really, I can't even. See, that's how little I know about this. I don't even know what to say at this point. What I'm trying to say is, even though I'm straight, I still feel that love is beautiful. And I think that, I'd like to, sort of promote, that sort of, my support to the LGBTQIA community. Yeah, they say LGBT just to shorten it, but it's actually LGBTQIA, in which, first of all, wonderful community, but a lot of letters are being used there. And only 2 vowels are being used, and they're both at the end. So, darn, now I just forgot what I was going to say. Darn, I hate it. Sorry, I am totally botching this. I am so sorry. And again, my outfit probably is. Because here's the thing, Pride Month, we should be seeing a lot more things that are, rainbow colored. But I don't really own anything rainbow related. In fact, I'm thinking about I'm kind of wearing a shirt that screams the opposite of that. But, I still want to, show my support. And again, love is beautiful. It's possible that I'll just be some loser that never knows love in his life. But if nothing else, I'd like to show my support to those who deserve it. So, that's really cool, I think. Actually, I don't know. That sounds so... Man, I am really bossing this over. Shows how much I really know. Yeah, so... Anyway, last night was pretty uneventful. nothing really major happened. Nothing was on TV. But AGT is gonna be on tonight. That's gonna be fun. Yesterday was the first time I got to see my mom in a little while. I think last time I'd seen her previously was like last Thursday, or maybe it was Friday. I forget. But, I got to hang with my family for a little while. It was fun. We watched a little bit of TV. I watched a little bit of, actually, they were showing, one thing that I've been watching a lot lately is NFL Network with my folks, especially my father. And last night they showed the first game between, this was last year, the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I remember that before I remember watching the ending. I remember that Seattle just barely won, but I forgot how close it was. Like, this is an overtime. Like, both teams had at least one possession. Actually, I'm pretty sure both teams had like one possession, and San Francisco was going to win, but the guy missed the field goal at the end. So, that was a lot of, it was an exciting game. And I remember thinking at that moment, because I just thought of it at that moment in time, that when I first saw that game back in I think it might have been in October or November of last year, I remember thinking that game could very well be the NFC Championship. And sure enough, it actually almost was. I mean, I still think, because if any of you guys don't remember, Seattle would eventually get the 5th seed going into the playoffs, and they made it all the way to the NFC divisional round before narrowly losing to the Green Bay Packers. And a week later, the Green Bay Packers were just clobbered all over. They completely just, I think the final score was 37-20, but which is better than the first time they met earlier that year, which was 37-7. But it was pretty bad. I still think Seattle would have given San Francisco a better game. Especially when when Seattle won, it was in San Francisco. So it was still fun to watch. Although in the end, regardless if it would go to the Super Bowl, I still probably would have picked the Chiefs. Now that I think about it, because I think it was about time. Plus, the one thing I would have said if Seattle made it to the Super Bowl was, and I actually made this pick in my top 11 Super Bowl matchups I want to see. Had it been the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl, it would have been the first time that both opposing QBs were of African descent. So that would have been cool. It's not what ended up happening, but we still got an exciting game out of it. Yeah. What else happened? Not really much else to talk about on that front. Well, I do know that tonight we have America's Got Talent again. That's going to be fun. Get to see Terry Crews doing his thing, hosting. Now that I've actually had a week to sort of process this, I guess I can sort of give a few more thoughts on America's Got Talent going forward. Pretty obvious I like it so far. The video would have been a week ago tomorrow. But I like it so far. I'm definitely enjoying what I'm watching. Everyone is on point in terms of all the in terms of who's entertaining. Terry Crews again hosting, doing his thing. Howie and Simon both entertaining. Heidi Klum is back. Sofia Vergara, Simon said it best. So she went from being part of the Modern family to being part of the AGT family. And again, I like it so far. Although, now that I've seen America's Got Talent a couple times through at this point, especially since I've been doing videos, actually didn't really talk about this until like early last year in terms of talking about America's Got Talent. But I guess I can sort of figure out what the formula is going to be. You're going to have like 5 weeks of acts with all the best acts going forward each week. And having, the golden buzzer take place during each of those first 5 weeks. Terry Crews already used his, which... I'm sorry, I still think that guy who got wrongfully put in jail for 37 years should have gotten the golden buzzer, but that's just me. I'd give him the golden buzzer. And considering what's going on right now in America, I really do mean that. That I would have... Oh. All right, you know what? I can't really ignore this. I can't. I mean... Yeah, what's going on in America right now in terms of, the whole George Floyd thing, it's awful. It never should have happened. And no matter what side of the ball you're on, it's catch-22. That's what it is. No matter what side you're on, you're going to be both right and wrong. I mean... Here's the thing. I know morally which side I should be taking. And I definitely feel, bad for what's going on. But, well, I guess I'm, sort of sharing my thoughts on it. So that kind of helps, I think. Sorry, guys. This video has just been kind of all over the place in terms of what I really ought to have been talking about and how I feel about certain things. I'm sorry. Again, unfortunately, these are issues that, I know about. I'm just not really the right kind of person who should be talking about them. Because, in the grand scheme of things, I'm just some, pasty white guy who, doesn't really know what he's doing half the time when it comes to making these videos. Yeah, I can make fun of myself. If I could give any advice, it should be this. No matter what happens going forward, whether, someone has COVID, or someone is dealing with all these riots, or, someone who is of the LGBTQIA community who's feeling sort of, downtrodden in a month where they really shouldn't. Take one day at a time. Surround yourself with those who love you and you love back. Try and keep, a glass half full kind of mentality. And, try and look for, the brighter side of things. For example, I'm a straight guy, so Pride Month really has nothing to do with me. But that doesn't mean I still can't show support. And even though it has nothing to do with me, it's still the month of June. There's still plenty of good stuff that happens in the month of June. The weather's starting to get warmer. The summer begins. Again, with COVID, it's been a little bit on the slow side. And admittedly, the weather the last couple of days has been slightly above average at best. But that's not to say you can't make anything good out of it. So, I guess try and keep a stiff upper lip. Make support for all you can, regardless of who it is. And just take one day at a time. you have the entire rest of your life to feel, good or bad about something. But if you take the time to work on it now, it gets easier. So that's really about all the advice that, I have. Again, I'm really sorry that this video was kind of botched in terms of what I should be talking about, but I feel like maybe something ought to be said. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow will be, better in terms of the video, but we'll get to that when we get there. For now, I'm just humbled that I made it through this video without completely making a fool of myself. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful Tuesday. And, always remember, if you want to show support, if you want to talk, I'm always going to be here to listen to what you have to say. And I'll certainly, support you in any way I can. So take care and make good choices. Have a nice day.